For you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
The Saints at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll give it to Patterson.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jackson. Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Dillon. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Dillon up the middle.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Dillon, they tried the left side with him. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Jackson on 1st down. Another completion right back to Patterson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, Patterson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Robbie Anderson. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Finding space at the 40. He'll get this one way on just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now it's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Dillon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, Allen. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Straight ahead, Patterson. They find some open field here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
3rd down, goal to go from the 8. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Dillon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Allen. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll get this to the 32. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Sliding it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Back to throw. Allen. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature.